Alrighty, cool. I'm live. All right, let's go ahead and roast some tracks. First one up is Minos. Take a listen.
Come along, children. Now we're going to have a little music, like old times. Look, now I'll start the melody on the organ.
Cool, awesome, man. Thank you. That was Minos, and also for all of you coming in, thank you so much for being here. We're roasting some more tracks today. Just an FYI, if you haven't posted in the roast before post, section of the Discord, you will not get roasted today. So please, in the future, if you want to get roasted, be an active part of the community in the Discord, and that will return to you many times over. Not only will you get roasted by me, possibly, but you'll be guaranteed roasted by some of the other amazing people in the Discord. Shout out Pixelwax, Softy, everybody who's here today. They're happy to give you some amazing feedback. Cool. And if you haven't joined the Discord, feel free to join by clicking the link in the video description. It should be cool. Every join supports Tyler Aaron's bath salts addiction, so your support and participation is always going to a good cause. You can rest assured there. So awesome. Thank you. Minos, excellent track. Really love the sort of chill, sleepy time vibe with some trap elements. However, my main concern is that your drums don't feel like they get active enough, and as a result, the energy feels a little flat throughout. So for example, in this middle section here, or your chorus, let's say, for your drums, maybe go for an eighth note groove on the hi-hat. Or do some full trap shit. Do some 16th notes with some 30-second note rolls. Something like that. Just so we can kind of find, a clear chorus or a clear section where the energy of the track has maxed out here. Because it feels like this is something that has plenty of room for vocals. And vocalists, rappers, love really obvious differences between sections and really consistent section lengths. So like a 16-bar chorus with an 8-bar verse or what have you. But just see if you can make the energy level more distinct by having these changes in the drumming, because really the drums are what control the energy of a particular section of the track more than anything. Cool. Sweet. Also, shout out to Pat Klein. Stop by the Discord tomorrow, voice chat. Get roasted live by others members for Feedback Friday. I might even pop in there as well. Who knows? It's a great time. We party, we roast each other, we get better. It's a great time. So I highly recommend you join that. Once again, if you haven't joined the Discord, you can click the link in the video description below. This roasting stream happens every Thursday at 1 p.m. PST. It is in the channel banner. So check that out. Awesome. Let's go on. Close my eyes. Close my eyes. Let's roast. Let's roast. Let's roast. Okay. Closing my eyes. Closing my eyes. Let's roast. Keep closing my eyes. Let's roast. Okay. Not a whole lot is going on here. Let's roast. Let's roast. Let's roast. Okay. I'm not seeing anything. All right. Here we go. Rinka. This is why I love movies. That's an amazing cover, Rinka. Wowzers, Rinka, that was crazy, man. Super spicy drums, lots of insane samples that I didn't recognize any, but super cool, spooky, Halloweeny kind of vibe. Almost reminds me of Public Enemy in terms of how you've created this wall of sound with all these samples. Super great work. I really don't have much to say on that. I think it works perfectly as a 2-minute little thing. And yeah, awesome, man. Super dope. All right, let's keep going. All right, so we got, who's next? All right, Emmanuel, Jesus Christ, I don't even know how to pronounce your name. Just chilling with wife. All right, let's take a listen. Oh, smoke up, man! Oh my gosh, just chilling with wife. Wow, what a sweet, dope, dank reggae 420 hashtag 420 blazer type vibe. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun, so chill, so relaxing. It's just such a good time with you, Emmanuel. I want to hang out with you and your wife, if that's possible. Um, Now, you might have seen me mime smoking weed. This is because if I smoked real weed, I would be terrified. But, Emmanuel, thankfully, my weed is fake. It's imaginary. But your track is very real, and it's amazing. I had a great time listening. It's very cheesy and in this sort of very endearing reggae type way. I love how kind of retro and old school and cheesy it is. I think it's great. I would have loved to hear like actual words from you. I'm not sure if that ever happened. Preferably in French. I think that would be super cool. Other than that, maybe some of the drum sounds. I don't know. You have like this open hi-hat or half open hi-hat that's panning left and right, which I recognize to be the half open hi-hat from the stock Ableton kit. So maybe we could try out a different sound there. You could also dub out some more, I don't know, piano or guitar or whatever. But honestly, I had a great time listening to that. That was great. I'm going to give you a nice big smiley face. Thank you, Emmanuel. Closing my eyes again. Let's keep going. I'm going to keep roasting. Man, if you guys... Emmanuel knows something about life. You know what I'm saying? He's just chilling with his wife. Having a good hashtag 420 blaze of time. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. Jay Shot, The Wumpus Effect, North remix. Okay, so Jay is actually one of my students. He is definitely in the EDM camp, making some really dope bass house, shit like that. He's progressed a lot over the years, or I think it's been like a year or 2 years since we started doing lessons together. So I'm very excited to hear this. All right, North.
Bitch, you thirsty, please grab Sprite. Bitch, you thirsty, please grab Sprite. Put that on my Yankee hat. I'm a gangster crib, fuck gangster rap. Put the legs there, with a hook, with a every real nigga know the difference. Bitch, get a barrel like a dope daddy shooting in the kitchen room. North side, nigga never want to fight a bitch, nigga be a no gang, love. rap nothing but the police. All shit dead cause the niggas like me. Police still scared cause the niggas like me. Been a hood like a lot of sweet tea. Boy, Louis Burger, you ain't with the business, nigga. Who you murder? You heard to go chain that stack. Smoking out the city. Fuck around with the same shotgun. Shot rookie little nigga shooting six. Yeah, decent got the back. Not running from side. Niggas better be shit front with the gun. Talk gun, you heard it that. Don't want niggas fuck street. They niggas that shit. That for little halftime. Bro, back flat. So I hit y'all me fat time. Baby, Joe did it. Got away with it out the city. Cribbin', Long Beach City, pay 50. Walk the phone to buy black and gold. And give the hell to the stroll to know right. I ain't never rap nothing but the police. I ain't never rap nothing but the police. I ain't never rap nothing but the police. From the city where the city carries strong heat. Northside, Long Beach. Northside, Long Beach.
Beautiful. All right, that was Jay Shaw with his North remix, The Wampus Effect. Looks like there's a bit of a voice chat happening in the Discord, which I will join shortly. Seems like a good time. Some good people in there. Highly recommend you guys join as well. So first thing I noticed about this track is the mix. You've limited this so hard that, check it out, when the bass hits right at that halfway point there, notice how everything else gets quieter when the bass hits? That's a sign that you've cranked the ozone or the limiter on the master just too hard, man. I know that the standard here is ridiculously loud for bass house, modern bass house, but we still want to preserve at least some dynamic range so that that doesn't happen. Now, as far as the track itself goes, let's go with the first off here. Skip ahead. Vocals sound cool. Let's hear this drop. Yeah, you know, I think that works. I think in the second half there, one thing that you can try is actually have the open hi-hat be consistently on the offbeats. Like, right now you've sort of alternated the open hi-hat with something like a closed hi-hat pattern, and as a result the groove never really coalesces there. Try having that open hi-hat, the 909 or the 707 is consistent. Okay, here we're kind of building up, breaking down here.
So we put an AK with the other stay, and that's for any nigga say you got a problem with me. I'm crippin' when I'm living from the side of it. Mr. Robin Box.
Okay. So that halftime switch was a little abrupt. Maybe we could have a little bit of space where there's no beat, just complete breakdown, and then go into the halftime mode. Also, one thing I'm noticing is that your halftime switch is a little wonky in terms of the snare placement. So remember, with halftime, we're expecting the snare to happen on the third beat of each measure. Right now, that's happening for one measure, and then the second measure, there's no snare. It kind of syncopates. As a result, the groove never really coalesces. Once again, we're making dance music here. I'm all for syncopation and experimentation, but given the fact that we're dropping into the halftime section there, we sort of want to really feel the halftime from the beginning. Once again, everything else is getting quiet when the bass hits. Okay, so I have mixed feelings about that. When we build up, we think the drop is going to happen, and then we get the fake out. Sometimes that works really, really well. Other times it feels like whatever tension that we've created in the build-up section gets lost in the fake out, and I feel like that might be happening here. We're building up, we're gaining energy, that doesn't quite work. I feel like it might be more effective if you took more away from the fake out. For example, we're still hearing a fair amount of sub in the fake out right before the drop. So maybe really, really, really filtering or band passing the entire track there just to make sure that when the bass does come back in, there's that huge impact. Your clap, also, Pixel Wax, that's a great tip. The clap, or whatever, is too quiet. I think the snare could easily be layered because right now it's very far back in the mix. There's just maybe not enough going on in this shot right here. Yeah, consistent open hi-hat I think might help the groove be more coalesce and be more digestible. I think a great place to look for inspiration, I'm sure you've probably heard this, but Skrillex and Boys Noise new collab project. It's not new, but it's the new EP. It's called Dog Blood. Really good modern take on techno and house and that whole situation. Pretty cool. My boy Skrill. All right, let's join the voice chat. See what's going on here. Check, check. 1 2 1 2.
What's
Can
up,
anybody hear
Underbelly?
me? Oh, what's up, Pat?
Oh, what the? Hi,
Can
UB.
Can you hear me? Hello?
The Lord.
Can you hear me? Check 1 2 1 2. Can you guys
I don't think he meant
hear me?
to join.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. Check 1 2 1 2.
No, he
Hello.
meant to.
All right, here we go. Hey, I'm here.
You're here.
Wow, what a party!
What? This is weird.
Is that the dude
Because of
himself?
the delay on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I think there might be a way to account for that, but I'm not gonna
Yeah,
bother
and-
with it now. I
Yeah.
guess it'll be a trippy delay effect for now. But
In OBS, there are some settings you can hit in the stream settings, I think, to reduce the delay.
God is real, lol.
Although it's at the sacrifice of, like, something. I don't remember.
gotcha.
What's up, UB?
How you doing?
Doing great.
So, Underbelly, did you produce your intro?
No, I did not. That is originally by the
Oh.
Jacques Lassière Trio. It's a cover of a Bach partita. Or no, it's a cover of a Bach Goldberg variation. It's number 13, I think. It's a jazz cover.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was done.
But that's just my ghost producer, Jacques Lassière. He makes all my tracks for me, writes the videos.
The genius
Dude,
behind
guys, I
it.
highly recommend you get a ghost producer. I mean, producing is hard. Who wants to bother with this shit? Just get a ghost
He's
producer,
actually-
put on a face mask or preferably a marshmallow helmet, and you can start your career.
I think that ghost producer is actually writing down the notes on the roast, and you're just reading off that sheet of paper.
Right, exactly. He's like, I keep him under my desk, in a cage most of the time, and he just tells me what I need to say, and then maybe afterwards I go hang out with Logan Paul or whoever. We get a couple beers, and that's my day to day.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways,
Plot twist. The ghost producer is Derek.
you got it, man.
Afterbath salts.
So are we
No,
gonna,
it's Aaron
we gonna
Tyler
roast
doing
some
bath
tracks?
salts.
Craig the compressor.
All right. Well, hopefully Tyler Aaron can make an appearance one day. That would be great. But I mean, he's got his own priorities, namely drugs. For now, let's do this remix of Odessa, "I Wanna Dance" by Elekid Music. All right, here we go.
Yeah, there's some mad delay.
Oh, is it over? Thank you for trying this down. Oh my gosh.
Oh god, Ella Kid. Sounds cool, but make sure
Thank you for trying this demo.
thank
Shout
you
out
for
Ben
trying
Gordon.
this demo. But whoever made that track, make sure you actually own the products and they're just using demos.
Amen.
Unless you intentionally sampled it, in which case it's kind of cool.
All right. Thank you, Ella Kid, for playing that for me. My only critique is that the silence was not long enough. Oh my god. No, but in all seriousness, before I, spew my dumb opinion, what do you guys think in the voice chat?
The little bit that I heard was pretty freaking cool.
Okay. What was
Like,
cool?
I really liked the how they chopped up the vocals. It was pretty interesting, and yeah, that was my main
Just
thing.
felt a bit generic for me. I didn't really get like a unique feel from it.
Yeah, that's the original Odessa vocal chop, and
Well,
I mean it's
this
good.
goes to
I like
show
the,
I don't actually listen to Odessa.
Really? So he didn't even chop it himself.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, that's. But it was a good attempt. I thought the hats had a little bit too much swing on them. That's just my opinion. I thought it was a good attempt, though, of like a little bit of four to the floor. A nice like tropical vibe. But it just sounded like a little too generic. But definitely add 2 more bars of silence in between the drop.
I think that's key.
We can't have a drop unless
We're
there's
not
silence.
disputing that. I think that's a given.
So, I mean, yeah, Pixel, I pretty much agree with everything you said. I mean, it's once again, I mean, the chord progression is solid. It works well with the vocal. You got, a solid 4 on the floor beat going on there. I agree. Maybe the hi-hats are a little too swung. It does feel a little bit plain. There isn't really a whole lot that is distinguishing this track from any other Odessa, chill tropical house remix that we've heard in the past 5 years or so. My gosh, that silence, definitely not long enough. I agree, at least 2 bars, maybe another 16 bars of silence before we jump into the drop. That way the drop is exactly. So just maximize the tension, maybe like a month or so of silence. And then, when you least expect it, tribal drums, exactly.
On the offbeat as well.
Actually, some tribal drums are like, some bonga or congos or something like that. I think that could work here on this remix. But yeah, I would say, solid attempt, nothing crazy wrong. But I think there could be more flavor.
Should get some Johnny Clegg drums in it.
Some Johnny what?
Johnny Clegg.
Johnny Clegg? I don't know this man.
Look him up, dude. He's
Gotcha.
a legend. Well, actually, he just died, so that's awkward.
Oh, R.I.P. Johnny. All right, well, let's keep going. Thank you so much, Ella Kid, for submitting that. Gonna close my eyes and let's keep going. All right, we got. Well, that's Aphex Twin. I guess we could roast some Aphex Twin, but let's get some unrecognized talent. I think we already heard this one, the Tilson remix. Keeping up with Joneses. All right. So this one looks new. Mataf. Oh no, we already heard this. I guess there's nothing new here. We got North. Let's jump to the present here. Perhaps there's some good stuff. A little lower. Okay, Swim 34. Time stood still. Let's take a listen.
In reality, time is rolling.
Time stood still when I saw you.
It's very quiet.
I saw
I'll turn it up.
you. I saw you. Time stood still when I saw you. I saw you. I saw you. I saw you. Time stood still. Time stood still. Time stood still when I saw you. Time stood still. Time stood still. Time stood still when I
So,
Cool. That was Time Stood Still. What'd you guys think?
I like the sort of growly kind of rhythm based type thing, although at the same time I feel like it's missing a lot of low end. Like there was a lot of mid, but I feel like there's just a very big absence of low end.
Okay, agreed. What else?
I mean,
Anyone else want to chime in here?
I thought the chord progression was really nice. I thought the track evolved nicely. I think the sound design is just like a little too dry, but everything does have its place and everything like serves its purpose. I think it's like a really good like melodic dubstep sort of vibe going. I thought it was good. I thought it evolved. I thought it had really good song structure and things of that nature. I think you just need to polish that turd, to be honest.
Word up.
yeah.
Anyone else?
One other thing, there was like this consistent kind of white noisy thing that like during the chorus, I guess, sections, that almost sounded kind of like it could have had maybe a bandpass filter on it. I wasn't sure, but it didn't quite sit right. It felt like it was a bit too loud over everything and could have maybe been high cut or put in a high pass a little bit more.
Gotcha.
But beyond that is pretty all right. Good start.
Word. Yeah, I would say generally my thoughts are the sounds are not powerful enough. I agree. There's like almost no sub. That's one thing. And the kick and the snare, which in dubstep there should sound like something crazy like that. Whereas what we're hearing here is something that's a little papery, very very weak papery kick and snare sounds, which especially for modern dubstep with the standard of like mixing and sound selection that we have now, it's just not gonna fly. I also thought that some of the wub wubs, the growls, the beep boop bop were a little bit on the basic side. I feel like downloading a couple Serum presets or just honestly just taking wubs pre-made off of Splice might, put this track in a more competitive edge with the rest of the genre. I agree the overall song structure is good. The chord progressions are good. The vocal worked well. All that works. I think from an arrangement perspective, it's quite good. But once again, the sound design and the mixing is really what's lacking for me. So I agree. Whoever said polish that turd, 100%. Alrighty. Cool.
Let's keep it going.
Let's keep it going. So, actually, speaking of sound design, one of my favorite sound designers of all time is a man by the name of Nathan Asher Sherman. Some of you in the chat may have heard of him. He is also in a band called Floral, but on his own time makes wonderful, crazy-ass electronic music that is some of the weirdest, most interesting sound design I've ever heard. So I'd be very interested in hearing your guys' take on it. Shout out Corey in the chat. Let me just go ahead and look this man up. Nathan Asher Sherman. I'm hoping that this is it. Sorry, he doesn't have a very Googleable name. There we go. Jaded River of Clout. Alright, we're just going to take a listen to the first song. Check out that artwork, by the way. Beautiful. Alright, let's do it.
Let's go.
Wowzers. Once again, that was my boy, Nathan Asher Sherman. What'd you guys think?
That was insane.
Yeah, that was insane.
That's
I
like
love
Panning and like the
Crazy.
sculpting, the sonic
Oh,
sculpting is just crazy.
Derek's
never-
third eye.
I've never done drugs, but I'd imagine that's what doing 5 tabs of acid would sound like.
Pretty similar, I must say. Like this is it's like got a trance vibe to it. Like
Mhm.
especially the vocals.
I feel like it's really good. Like all of the impacts and use of all of the elements that would normally go into an electronic song, like vocals and stuff like that. But there's so many different switches and variations going on that it really takes on its own entity. It's pretty cool. It's some of the best sound design I've heard. It reminds me of
Yeah.
Burst or however you pronounce that. But I thought it was really good. The only thing I didn't was like a little bit of lack of musicality, but that's personal preference. Like I'm always needing chords and melody and stuff like that. But I thought it was outrageous. It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. Yeah, it's a tricky balance, right? Because I'm huge on ridiculous sound design, and this guy definitely knows his way around it. By the way, the plugin that he uses to create all the sort of like the slippy, wobbly, pitch shifting effects kind of on the sides, that's all done using this free plugin that I've messed with. It's called Pitch Delay Plus. It's by SoundHack. And they have pitch delay and bubbler, and it's all free. But that's basically what he uses. He just takes the track, he puts the pitch delay on the master, he resamples it, he tweaks the knobs, and that's basically how it's done. Really, really great plugin. Highly recommend it. But yeah, finding that balance between sound design and musicality is something that I've struggled with for sure, because I like crazy womps and wubs, but I also love chords. And it's there's few people who can sort of combine that in a way that is tasteful. For example, a lot of dubstep. Before this we heard a melodic dubstep track, which I guess is basically that. But I guess doing it in the way that isn't necessarily just pop, which kind of a lot of melodic dubstep is, a lot of pop influences there, is challenging. But yeah, in terms of just like pure sound design and mixing and just fucking craziness, I think our boy Nathan is one of the best in the game right now. So
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
cool. All right, let's keep going.
Sorry, what was the name of the?
The name of the artist, it's Nathan Asher Sherman, and I have included a link in the voice chat, or not the voice chat, the YouTube live stream chat. So I'll send that again.
And you mentioned the plugin or a software?
Oh, the
like
plugin. So let me just. It's by SoundHack, and I will put that in the thing. It's called plus pitch delay.
plus pitch delay.
Yep.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, it's super fun to play with, man. Alrighty. Closing my eyes once more. We're back into the Discord. Let's roast some more from the members here. But yeah, maybe in the future it'd be cool to roast tracks by, some of our favorite artists that I've not yet had the pleasure to join the Discord yet, but still could be something we could learn from. Anyways, Nick, was that you burping? That was delicious.
Yeah,
I
thanks.
just want to suck
I'll
that
try to
down.
save up another one.
Okay, yeah. Thank you very much. All
Got
right.
my, really nice condenser mic so that we get this.
Oh yeah.
Best.
Yeah,
Sample that and throw it to that effect.
right, yeah, put the pitch delay on that. That would be a whole nother fucking banger right there. Okay, all right. Let's do some lit nugget with the wavy foot. Let's hear it. dang it! Only 46 seconds of that. That was great. Oh man, what'd you guys think?
Pretty cool. Very squeaky.
Squeaky. Maybe that was just my chair bumping back and forth, but yeah, I thought it was really cool.
Ooh.
Very alien-y.
Word. Yeah, it reminds me a lot of like Machine Drum, a lot of footwork stuff, super fast. Everything there, I think, is super promising. I would just love to hear the full version. I don't have really much more to say on that. For those of us who are having trouble joining the Discord, I think there's a bit of a hazing process where everybody in the Discord roast your track. No, I'm just kidding. The hazing process is this: you have to set your role in the set role here channel, and then I think you should be able to post after your role being your DAW. So if you're using Ableton,
Actually,
am I mistaken?
that has
No,
been
I don't know.
changed.
I like copy and pasted some random thing that I saw
That-
everyone else
that,
doing, and then someone got onto it.
So the new thing is because we had been working to figure out a way to more efficiently shut down the roast channel when the stream starts instead of going to every DAW and turning off send permissions. So what it is now is when you join the server, you'll be put into a channel called OK, so check it. And you'll just type ? Let's get started. You'll see a whole bunch of people saying that. And then now the DAW rules are purely cosmetic. So if you want to set that, you can go to the bot and spam channel and type a period and then the name of your DAW. But to get into the server, all you have to do is go to OK, so check it and type ? Let's get started.
Right, which is up
And
here,
make
which
sure
I
to
cannot
read the
see.
rules.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, we'll be very disappointed if you don't read the rules.
Yes, read the rules, guys.
Fine.
Yeah, cool. I'm glad we've streamlined the onboarding process. It seems like people still have trouble with it, but that's okay. We weed out people who don't get it. Awesome. Cool. That was
Can I ask a
sick.
question?
Yes, ask a question, please.
Did you actually hit a bong in that? It's like one of the earlier YouTube videos that you did.
I absolutely did. I was very stoned.
Dude, yeah,
That video.
that made me like follow your channel.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm glad my publicly available drug use has
Good.
paid off.
Some of the best.
I was like
lungs in the
that
game.
bong rip isn't a sample. That's got to be real.
it was very real. Those my weed smoking days are over, thankfully.
Alright.
Now he smokes crack.
No, just bath salts now. It's just me and Tyler.
That's also
Come
the
South
way of the
Africa, try
future.
Tuk.
Heroin.
Try what? This is a new
Tuk.
Heroin.
tuck. What is that?
Tuk. T-I-K. It's like a mixture of like crack.
Okay, come on.
Sounds promising.
Crystal
This is
meth.
promising.
And the stuff they get out of monitors. It's like this powder
Gotta be Buzz Lightyear.
and battery acid, I think. But
It sounds safe.
I'm gonna have to give that
Delicious.
a like, my guy.
Sounds like candy.
Well, I have a couple of Yamaha HS8 monitors right here. Maybe I could get some ingredients
Just
out
crack 'em
of that
open.
and
Break that
just
shit open.
crack that shit
It's
open.
quite funny because like
Come on, man.
they come and rob you and take your fucking TV, and then they just tear it apart and get this like 2 grams of powder.
Mm.
Interesting.
Interesting.
So you mix the TV dust with some crack and you have yourself some
Exactly right.
tick, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like sounds like a time.
Yeah, I'm a simple man. Just get a couple bath salts and have myself a good time. But maybe if I'm unable to access that, then get some tick. Why not? All right. Cool. Let's roast some more. Let's see. Maybe we can do 1 or 2 more. All right. Here we have HT times B with pseudo. Let's take a listen. All right, here we go. HT times B with pseudo. What'd you guys think?
Well, I
Way
think I
too
can
bass
cash-
heavy.
Yeah.
I can cash my social security check.
I think the beginning had like it could have had way more like to it rather than just bass, because then they could have reduced that and the drop would have been like way more.
I feel like it has a lot of potential, but
Yeah.
kind of the groove just kind of lost me like around the drop.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of had troubles following. Like it was still in 4, but yeah, I was
Definitely-
having troubles feeling that.
Definitely bring it up a few notches BPM wise. I feel like it could be faster and still fit the vibe. The sound design kind of reminded me of Rusty's stuff, and his stuff was like a little bit more fast paced. I think that snare, I think you just completely change it. It just, for whatever reason, just didn't sit with me. But the rest of the song, I mean, I thought the sound design was good. I like how massive those synths are. I thought they were really good. But I feel like you could get to the point of this, like each section, a little bit quicker. I feel the song was entirely too long. I feel like the section. I just feel like the whole thing could be a little bit shorter, in my opinion. Nice
Fill
job.
in the silence.
Yeah.
It was a big pause.
Yeah, I know that's something that I like stress a lot. But like two of the tracks that we've listened to today, both had just like the complete silence before the last drop. And oh my gosh, man, this is funny. Yeah, I agree with Pixel on a lot of things. Once again, sub way too loud. The length of the song is way too long. I don't think we actually need the last drop at all. It doesn't really offer anything new that we hadn't heard before. Agree, the BPM could be bumped up. The drumming could be made more intricate with like hi-hats, faster pace, higher BPM. The syncopation on the groove is a bit much for sure. It's basically impossible to follow in the main drop section. The kick, yeah, lots of cardboard there. Probably too much sidechain as well. Still, though, I feel like, once again, the track has a lot of promise. It's very interesting. I didn't think about the Rusty parallel before Pixel brought it up, but it actually does make sense. The synths are so huge and bright and in your face that, and I love this sort of like wobbly LFO lead, kind of like almost like a G-funk thing going on.
I feel like we can throw a nice ARP in there at some point.
Yes.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
ARP? What's that?
Arpeggio.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be real good.
So yeah, once again, a lot of promise. Simplifying the groove, shortening the length, upping the BPM. I think all those things could really bring out the promise in the track. Yeah. I mean, he did say this track, quote, has more problems than Drake's Love Life, and I honestly hate it.
Damn.
Yeah,
Not that bad.
It's not that bad, no.
That's a way of describing something.
Wowzers.
Yeah. Wowzers, yeah.
All right. Well, what do you guys think? Shall we do one more?
Yeah,
I'm down.
Let's do one more.
I got one more.
I guess.
Okay, so let's scroll up. Close my eyes. Here we got Toku with Chatter. Let's take a listen.
Do you roast exclusively electronic tracks?
my god, we're almost there, guys. All right. Cool. So that was Chatter.
That could work as like background music for something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
One of my favorite. I think my favorite comment while that was playing was, I could jack off to this in the background. Great.
Dude, that'd be amazing.
Unreal.
That's like open my third eye.
Not to my jerking off playlist.
Right. Some
There you
transcendental
go.
masturbation.
Transcendental masturbation.
So,
I think we found a new genre.
Thing I would listen to during like the loading screen to a Gmod server, you know?
Yeah. Or something like it's like a Minecraft sound disc or something.
Oh god, ironic! I'm
Oh,
playing
yeah.
Minecraft right now.
I feel like
Damn.
that was the song from Grandma's Boy when he's alone in his office playing that weird video game. It's like, did you like the song? No. Are you afraid of it?
Right. So, any tips on how Toku could improve this?
It needs
Progression.
more movement. It needs like more changing the aspects of the track.
Yeah, it just sort of. Go ahead.
I think it definitely needs some kind of B section or something else.
Yeah, even doing
It just feels like a
something as
plateau
simple
to me,
as
the whole
just,
thing. It doesn't have a climax or like, a definitive ending either.
Like it switches up at around like the 1 minute mark, but it stays pretty much level throughout the entire track because there's not that much movement.
Just variety. Like maybe some like different drum loops or something. Even there.
I think a little bit of side chaining and some more compression would probably help as well. It sounded very flat.
Yeah. The track needed a little bit more energy, just to like set itself apart if it's going to be that long. Just like a defining moment, I guess, when it's building tension.
Yeah. I'm hearing all you guys, and basically the TLDR is there's just not enough. There's just not enough to justify the length here. It's just flat in terms of energy throughout. It's a great groove, but we can only ride it for so long before our attention becomes more expensive and we tune out. So really just a breakdown or a B section or even just like a melodic component that really sticks out because there's no real melody. There's the ARP, which sort of follows the chords underneath, but there's nothing for us to like latch onto, which is fine if this is going to be Minecraft background loading music. This is exactly what we need if that's the sort of goal for placement here. But if it's supposed to stand on its own, then for sure it needs to do more to sort of engage the listener. Still, though, the elements that I think you did choose to include there all worked really well. I think the drum programming was dope. The hi-hats and all that was really well done. All the sounds worked together well. The chord progression was interesting. It's just, it's not enough to justify almost 4 minutes of the same shit.
Agreed.
Cool.
Sure.
Alrighty, guys. Well, I think this concludes the stream for today. But
It's been lit.
thank you so much for participating, hanging out. What time is the Feedback Friday tomorrow? Do you guys know?
all day.
Usually happens around 1 p.m. Pacific Standard.
Cool. Well, I will try my best to make it. We'll roast some more tracks together. It'll be a good time. And hope to see you all there.
Oh yeah.
Everybody in the YouTube chat, also thank you so much for being here. And have a good rest of your day, guys.
Thank you,
Peace.
Underbelly.
Much love, everyone.
We love you.
Love you guys
Love you,
too.
Underbelly.
All
Oh, I
right.
wouldn't take it that
Much
far.
love.
Okay.
Nice guy.
Thank you for your honesty.
It's all right.
All right. Have a good one, guys. Peace.
See ya.
Cheers, Lex.
Peace.